Hey, thank you for joining us for Facebook Live today. We are coming to you from Red Cross here in Jackson. I don't know if you know it or not, but SERVPRO and Red Cross are brand partners. We try very hard to, especially during Fire Prevention Week, reach out and help any way we can. I'm here, joining me today is David Hicks, Executive Director of Midwest Tennessee. Did I say that right?
You did.
At Red
Well
Cross.
done.
And we also have Dave Brumley. But can you introduce Dave?
I'd be glad to. And Jessica, thank you for SERVPRO coming out today to be a part of our Home Fire Prevention Week. Dave wears many hats here with the Midwest Tennessee chapter. He serves as our representative to the armed forces. He also serves as our government liaison to our elected officials. But today we're going to focus on his being a member of what we call the DAT team, not that, but
Not
DAT.
that, okay.
And that's the Disaster Action Team that responds to home fires.
We appreciate you joining us today on this nice, beautiful, cool fall day.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys being here, and reiterate what Dave said. It's a pleasure to have you guys here today.
I'm dying to know, what got you on to becoming a volunteer with the Red Cross?
Well, pretty much all my adult life I've been involved in some organization that helps folks. And when we moved to Jackson in 2000, I was looking for something to get involved in, and a friend of mine was involved with Red Cross, and he encouraged me to get involved. And so I went and talked to the disaster program manager at that time, and he explained the program to me, and I got excited about it, and as they say, the rest is history.
Right. Oops, that went. That's great. Can you tell me a story that really touched you during maybe going to a hurricane or responding to a fire? Because I know you travel with that and you're responding to different places in the United States.
You know, there's a lot of things that you think about or that affects you after these things, but there's one instance, I guess, in particular. It was working a hurricane in Florida several years ago, and we were doing mobile feeding out of our emergency response vehicle in a trailer park that had been just devastated by the event. And there was a little gentleman, elderly gentleman, came up to the truck to get some food, and as we always do, we ask how they're coping, how they're getting along. And he just broke down and started crying. And so, as we do, we went out and tried to comfort him and offer him hope. And that probably is one of the things that sticks in my mind, above all the others, because he was just a frail little guy, and we were absolutely concerned for his well-being.
Right. I know you and I talked earlier, and you can't ever put yourself in their shoes, even if you experience something different, similar, because every situation is different.
Right, exactly. That's one of the things I try never to say is I know how you feel, because even though, I may have experienced the same thing as you say, I don't know how that person feels. So that's a comment that I try to never, ever make.
Yes, sir. And I know you're very active with during Fire Prevention Week here in Jackson, doing different things. Can you tell me a little bit about what our local Red Cross is doing?
Well, yes, there's several things that we do. Basically, we do these year-round, but I guess we could showcase it here for National Fire Prevention Week. One of the big things that we do is we partner with local fire departments, both in the city and the counties, in our 14-county area that we cover. And we do smoke alarm installations.
Like one of these guys right here.
Absolutely. That is exactly one of the ones that we install. And we will put those in people's homes that need them or want them at no charge. And probably this calendar year, we have probably installed somewhere close to 1,000 smoke alarms in our 14-county area, working in tandem with our partners in the fire departments.
Wow, that's amazing. Not only do you guys respond after fires, but you also help spend a lot of time preventing fires.
Absolutely. And one of the other things that we do, this is more of a prevention thing, I guess, also, we have what we call a pillowcase project. And what this involves is going into schools, daycares, and such, and presenting to the 3rd and 4th grade students a program on safety. And a big emphasis, a big portion of this covers fire safety. how to get out of a room safely, how to, get down and crawl out of the room underneath the smoke, how to touch the door with the back of your hand to make sure that it's safe to open that door, those kind of things. And also we teach them how to prepare a fire escape plan for their home, have two ways of getting out of the home. And the hope is through working with the children, that they will go home with their excitement and get the parents involved so that the whole family can be prepared for an event.
I know my kids can get me to move mountains if they really want to.
Absolutely, and that's the hope of this project is that through our education there, that they will go home and carry this enthusiasm to their parents.
Yes, sir. And I know you respond locally to fires, and can you talk to me about this package that every family member receives?
Yes, we call that a comfort kit. It's a hygiene kit, a personal hygiene kit more or less. It has things such as shampoo, comb, maybe a razor, toothbrush, toothpaste, the things that you just take for granted that's going to be in your bathroom, and then all of a sudden your house is gone. You don't have those things, and they're comfort items that people need and can make them feel comfortable again, I guess you could say. That's why we call it a comfort kit, because there is a great deal of comfort in just having those personal items.
Definitely. And my grandparents experienced the tornadoes back in '06, and that was one thing my grandmother said to me repeatedly is I go to get something and it's not there anymore. And this is one of the first things you're going to go for. And I know you guys will even help people that are displaced, find somewhere to stay for the night, and just come out and assist them through that first night of what do I do.
Right. And a lot of folks don't know what to do, and what we do is we try to provide just for the basic human necessities to get them through the first few days, and then we work with them and develop a recovery plan and making sure that they can move forward and develop a plan for their recovery.
Definitely. Well, David, thank you so much for joining us today. We love spending time with the Red Cross because we know how important you guys are to our communities. We couldn't do it without you. Thank you for joining us again for Facebook Live, and remember, we're always here to help. Have a great day.